lecturer before, give us a bit of some info on Rome. So just quickly, if you can tell me something about the Roman army, just anything off the top of your head. Yep.
They used to kill 10% of the army.
They did kill. Why did you say that?
Because they were decimated.
That is a very good thing to know. Yeah, does anyone else have anything? Okay, so that's cool. One of the reasons that the Roman army were so successful in their military conquest was because of their organisation. And that's one thing they really had up on the other civilizations and villages around them. So we're going to have a look at a quick video, and then I'm going to ask your thoughts on that. Someone flip the lights maybe? That'd be good. Please put the lights back up as well. So, what kind of things were highlighted in that video right then? Yeah, Josh?
Discipline.
Yeah, how was that shown?
Well, the other dudes that were attacking the Romans were going nuts. They were like in haphazard formation, and the Romans were like very disciplined, very drilled. Almost like cold-blooded, like you didn't see them screaming, and like the other one had to go at the other guy because he's like Wyak, sort of like Wyak back then, with yakking drunk, like while he's sitting like a madman.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. So I think it portrayed quite well, as you're saying, that the barbarians they were first were very unorganised, and then they were kind of progressing in the tight group, and that's what really helped them out. Does anyone spot anything else that I found interesting about that video?
How kind of grubby they were. I don't know, you kind of see occasionally there's the big shiny Roman soldiers. But yeah. They were, in a dark forest and they were dirty. Oh
yeah, nothing fun about being in the army,
yeah.
I can tell you that. Yeah, awesome. So what I was really hoping you would get out of that is, as Josh was saying, the organisation, the formation was really important. That's really what pushed them forward and set them aside from other groups that they were in conquest with at the time. So what I'm going to now do is divide you all into groups. We're going to need 3 groups, and we're going to look at 3 military tactics which the Romans used. So if I could get you guys to be a group 1, group 2 and group 3. What we're going to do is give you each a handout and out loud amongst each other, if you could read them out, and then discuss what kind of things they're talking about, and then we're going to report back to the group as a whole. So, yeah, thanks. So if you guys, you guys, that's cool. You guys get this one, it should be familiar to you. And if you guys could kind of switch in a bit more, that would be good. And go through that. Yes, let's see. Okay. So can you guys see that? Can you guys please move up so you can see everyone else? Like, so Yep, so once you finish reading, just discuss among yourself how it could work, what it made, what's like that. Yeah. Yo, sorry. No, it's alright. Yes, so that's how the wedge or Kenius works. It was them coming together and kind of forcing others out. So it's a very much brutal physical attack. Yeah. And is there anything else you need help with? Okay, wonderful. How do you guys go? Have you finished reading? Or?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, you got just guys to get the big one. Though. So, what kind of things does it say about it? Very cool. Yeah, yeah. And how do that work?
Like kind of
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right. Awesome. So yeah, we keep discussing that, we'll bring it back soon. I just need you to discuss it yourself, what it was, how it works, that kind of thing. And then we've got to return back everyone. So do you have any questions of how it works? It should help as well. Are you guys all good? Do you have a good kind of understanding of what's going on?
So we're just looking for the advantages.
Well, you just kind of say knowing what it is, how it works, and things like that. Okay, is that good? Fantastic. I might bring that forward here. Okay, guys, we might come in together, so everyone can please stop talking. And if I could have one person from each group kind of get up and explain to the rest of the class what their tactic was and a rough guide of how it worked, how it might look, things like that. So, group one, could you tell us what you had?
Oh, we're group one.
Yes, you are now, thank you.
Okay, so how do you pronounce it again?
So, your word was balance, just write that up.
Yeah.
Yep. How do you spell that? I think it's like
Yes,
good. Can you tell everyone a bit about it?
It's when the soldiers stand side by side, really close together, using their armour and their spears, like that, and sort of acts like a whole force coming at one. It makes it more powerful instead of them like fighting.
Yeah, so like a really intimidating line kind of marching forward and yeah, that's good. Group two, what did you guys do?
We had the tortoise formation.
Yep, what was the word for that in
Testudo.
Testudo.
Yeah.
Yeah, could you please tell us a bit about that?
We worked out that there's obviously 4 guys kind of deep and then 8 across. And the ones at the front hold the shield kind of like a big barrier, and then the ones on top like a cover.
Mm-hmm.
And at the back and on the sides they'd still be vulnerable. But we thought it was very ordered and
It's a giant shell.
Yeah, so as the name suggests, Testudo or the tortoise is very much like a protective barrier from all different kinds of sides to really protect them against projectiles and things like that. Yeah, thanks very much. This group, what did you guys do?
Wedge.
The wedge. Do you know what the word was for that? What it was called? Caneus, yep. And how did that work?
It was joined with the cavalry and the foot soldiers, and it was like a flexible sort of thing that was able to move around the flanks. I can't really explain it because it's very...
Yeah, well, can you describe the picture maybe? Because that was, I think, quite helpful as well. It was kind of like...
It's like a V.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just like the Mighty Ducks flying V, if anyone's seen that. So yeah, they came in at an angle and kind of literally forced the enemy lines just get pushed out. And yeah, that's how they got through that. I don't think we have time to do the next activity. But yeah, if we could just quickly go through the vocabulary again, that would be helpful, just remembering what each was. So, actually, both of this one. What was the testudo and how did that work? Can anyone tell me that? Someone not from that group. Yep.
So it was like a turtle shell.
Yep.
That yeah, they all just banded together to create the shell.
Yeah, awesome.